All right, hello mathematicians. We are on 7-10 in the math journals. We're on page 243. So you should be there with me. All right, at the top it says name a fraction that is equivalent, and we also know that means equal. That's equivalent to 2/3. You may use your fraction tools to help. 2/3 is equal to what other fraction? I put this here for you. Go to the student reference book, page 145, that hardcover, and it brings up your number line. So we need to find something that's equivalent to 2/3. Well, I found 2/3 on my number line. So if I make a line, remember, because they're equivalent, they're on the same spot as the number line. We have 0, 2, 1 right here. Let's see, there's 2/3. If I follow that, write down a fraction that's equivalent to 2/3. Put me on pause till you have that done. Okay, if you're hearing me right now, you should have a fraction on our line that's equal to 2/3. If I follow this 2/3 line, look at that. 4/6 is right on the same spot in the number line, which means they are equivalent. They're equal to each other. 4/6. Great. Now it says, it kind of looks like a 0. There we go. Show that your number sentence is true. So show that 2/3 is equal to 4/6 is true with number lines, fraction strips, and fraction circle pieces. So we're going to make sure that our answer is reasonable using these 3 different strategies. We're going to justify our answer. We're going to make sure it makes sense, and we're going to explain why. Sketch pictures below to show what you did. Okay, I see 0 to 1 and 0 to 1. We have a hole right there. Okay, hole on both. And first I need to show 2/3. Well, I'm going to need to separate this into 3 equal parts because our denominator is 3, that downstairs number. So if I start at 0, I need 1, 2, and my hole is my third. So let's see, we're not going to do half, but I would say that's about a third. And that's about a third. So now let's go 2/3 over. Well, this is 1/3, add another 1/3. We have 2/3. So that's where 2/3 is on the number line. Now remember, I can bring my 2/3 down, and if I split each of these in half, it doubles. So if I need to get 6 equal parts, well, I'm going to split my thirds into equal parts, and it should double. So, split this one, that's about half. This one's about half, and this one's about half. Does that give us 6 equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It certainly does, and we need to mark it on the 4/6 mark. So starting at 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I just justified, I showed one way to prove that 2/3 and 4/6 are equivalent. Great, we're going to look at our fraction strips. Again, this is going to represent our 2/3, and this is going to represent our 4/6. We have to prove, we have to justify and make sure it's reasonable that 2/3 is equal to 4/6. Again, my numerator is 3, so I need to break these into 3 equal parts. Go ahead and break them up into 3 equal parts. Following along with me. Each of these equal parts is 1 part out of 3. If we have 1 piece out of a fraction, remember that's called a unit fraction. 1 part out of a whole, unit fraction. So I have 1/3, and this is also 1 out of 3 parts, and this is 1 out of 3 parts, because if I add all my ones together, 1, 2, 3. So 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 equals 3/3, which gets us this whole. Great. Now we need to break this whole into, well, our denominator says 6. So we need to break this into 6 equal parts, but I'm going to use my same strategy where I bring down my third. But if I break these in half, my number doubles. That denominator doubles. So this becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each of these equal parts represents 1 out of 6. This is 1/6. This is 1/6. 1 part of 6. 1/6. And our last unit fraction, because it's 1 over the whole, 1/6. Okay, but now we need to do some shading in, because yes, we broke them into equal parts, but I need to color in 2 parts of it. So 1, 2, and you can make yours a little neater. This is what I'm working with. And now I need to color in 4 parts. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 out of 6. 4 over 6 parts. 2 over 3. Are those equal? Did I just justify my answer and prove that they're right? Yeah, the same amount is shaded in. So that was another way to prove that 2/3 and 4/6 are equivalent to each other. And lastly, we want to justify our answer one more time. Make sure it makes sense. This is 2/3. This is 4/6. And our circle is our whole. So what should I break this circle up into? Well, we have to look at the denominator to see how many equal parts they're broken into. And it's 3. So I always think of this as kind of like a peace sign when I draw it. So maybe I go like this. And I go like this. Oops, I could come out just a little bit more. There we go. So if you need help drawing it, that's how I think of it. And then you just get rid of that little bottom part. There we go. Okay, and we can use our same strategy of breaking our equal parts of thirds into halves, or to split them in half so that our denominator doubles. So right now I have 1, 2, 3 pieces. Now if I split this in half, and I split this in half, and I split this in half, I should have 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. And again, we need to shade these in. Let's see. 2 parts out of 3. 1, 2, and 4 parts out of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, just by looking at these, do we have the same amount of area shaded in on both? We do. So we know that 2/3 is equivalent to 4/6, and we proved it and we justified it 3 different ways. If you have not written all these in, put me on pause right now. Make sure you fill in all these answers, and then meet me on the next page. There we go. Okay. Turning the page to 244, it says use fraction circles, fraction strips, and fraction number lines to solve. That's exactly what we did on the last page, so we are going to be experts at this. It says use at least 2 different, at least, which means, oh boy, which means you can do more, at least 2 different fraction tools to show that each number sentence is true. Sketch pictures to show what you did. Notice, so it says this fraction is equal to this fraction, but number 2 says this fraction is greater than this fraction. So we are proving these number sentences true. It says find 2 equivalent, 2 equal fractions to make this number sentence true. Okay, just like we did 2/3 is equal to 4/6, why don't you go back to your number line and you need to find 2 fractions that are equal, and you're going to be able to prove it. I would do 1 and lower just like we did. So anything on this left side here. Remember, this is the hardcover, page 145 if you need to look back at it. Let's see. I like this 2/4 and 3/6. So that's what I'm going to choose. And okay, that's good. So I'm going to say 2. That's a nice 2. 2/4 and is equal or equivalent to 3/6. Now it says use at least 2 different tools. Let's see, what should we use? I'm going to do circles as holes for my first one. It's one of my tools. We can use circles, number lines, or our fraction strips. If you forget, look up at the top. I'm going to make this 2/4, and I'm going to make this 3/6. Okay, I need to split this into how many equal parts? Well, we have to look at the denominator, see how many equal parts. 4. So half And now I have fourths. And, well, again, I'm going to use my strategy. I draw this into thirds, and then when I break my thirds in half, that doubles because I need 6. There we go. Now I have 6 kind of ish equal parts. Might not be exact, and that's okay. I need to color in 2 parts out of 4. 2 out of 4. Oh, that looks like half to me. Great. And 3 out of 6 parts. 1, 2, 3. Well, look at that. It's also half. The same amount are shaded in. If these are equal wholes, the same amount is shaded in. So I would say my justification for saying that facts 2/4 and 3/6 are equivalent fraction is because I just showed that it takes up half on a, they each take up half on a circle, on our whole. Great. Now I think I'm going to do fraction strips this time. So remember, that's like drawing our long rectangles, and we're going to get unit fractions on here. Okay, I'm going to make this one 2/4. And I'm going to make this one 3/6. Tiny little 3. Okay, I need to break this into 4 equal parts. Well, here's half, and I know I need to split each side in half to double it. So put this in half, make sure I have 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So this is 1 part out of 4. That's a unit fraction. Here's 1 part out of 4. This represents 1 part out of 4. And this is 1/4. Great. On the bottom, I know I need to break this into 6ths because the denominator is 6. I'm going to use my strategy again. This is about 1/3. And then I split my thirds in half to make it 6. Here we go. Okay, 1/6. 1/6, because this is 1 part out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each represents 1 part out of 6 whole parts that are equal. 1/6. Ooh, that was a pretty good fraction right there. 1/6. There we go. Great. Now we need to shade them in to justify our answer and see that they are indeed equivalent to each other. Let's see. Need to color in 2 of them. 1, 2, fabulous. And now I need to color in 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Look at that. They are equal. That's wonderful. I just justified that these are equal to each other by showing you another way. Now I did 2 because it needs at least 2 different fractions. If you want to go ahead and do the fraction number line, because we didn't do that, please do it. Challenge yourself. See if you can prove to us that 2/4 and 3/6 are equal to each other using that number sentence or using that number line. And now I'm going to have you try this one on your own. So it says find 2 fractions to make this number sentence true. So it says this fraction is greater than this fraction. That means that this fraction needs to be the bigger number. So if you go back to student reference book, page 145, you need to find a fraction that is closer to this 1 line, to this whole line, to 1. And then on the right would be the smaller fraction. So if you have 2 fractions that you choose, this fraction needs to be closer to the, there we go, to the 0 line than your greater fraction. Okay, and then use at least 2 ways. So remember, again, you can use the fraction circle like I did. You can use the fraction strips, or you can use the fraction number line, right? Going from 0 to 1. So you can do that for 2 other ways. Great job. Whew, we are almost through this unit and fractions, which can be tough, but you guys are doing a fabulous job. Once you finish this one, I would like you to go on and finish math boxes on page 245. Okay, great job, you guys. See ya.